everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently had a chance to see Buttons, which was a one-day Fathom event, and it was extremely well done. It was sensational. It was everything that I hoped to be and more, and it harkened to a time where it was, well, it still is, but it's different now, where magic is concerned, I should say. But the story is excellent. The music is tremendous. It has a similar feel to a lot of other musicals that are akin to it. It's a Christmas story. It's just absolutely beautifully shot. I would say it takes place in the 1800s due to the fact that mill fever is part of it, and so scarlet fever. And it seems that those two things would have been prevalent in those days. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my history is a little bit off. But nonetheless, as far as movies go, I thought it was extremely well done. It was terrific. Casting was just over and above, just extraordinary. You have Roma Downey, you've got John Delancey, you've got Robert Picardo, who plays, actually, John Delancey's character is somewhat of an antagonist, but Robert Picardo's character is overtly an antagonist. You can tell in this film just because of the way he acts and his distaste for the poor. There's quite a bit of classism going on in this film, which I think is very interesting. And it seems like a lot of the Christmas movies use that. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's intriguing that this sort of thing only gets brought out during Christmas, don't you think? I don't know. Hard to tell, but it just seems to be more prevalent. Not sure as to why that is. Maybe because Dickens set the bar with Christmas Carol, and of course Christmas Carol is kind of interjected just a little bit. But let me mention the rest of the cast. Of course, we have the illustrious Dick Van Dyke, and he is phenomenal, of course, as we would expect him to be. And he plays a role that you would definitely think that would suit him sensationally well. And same thing for Mrs. Angela Lansbury. And seeing this film, it brought such a smile to my face and warmed my heart. And it's a good story, but there's also just that message of hope within a very dark place, and it really makes you happy to be alive and have that perspective. And it's pedantic in that way, I believe. As far as ratings would go, I would rate it among some of the best musicals I've ever seen. It has that same kind of flow and feel as other musicals before it. It definitely has an Annie feel to it, I think. Kind of mixed in with a little bit of hints here and there to Mary Poppins. I'm not going to say where, but it was kind of a tip of the hat, I do believe. Even if it was unintentional, I think that the director wanted to put it in just to say, well, Dick Van Dyke was in Mary Poppins as Bert, and this is what happened in a particular scene. And we're just going to give a little nudge to the viewers, if they've seen the original, that this is what we want them to take home as kind of a remembrance of that. Even if it wasn't meant to be. But it's really just a tremendous film. The music is absolutely breathtaking. There was one song that kind of reminded me of Bring Him Home from Les Mis. I'm not going to say which one, but I almost got teary-eyed. The music in it was wonderful. It doesn't make sense why they will only have it for one day, because I'm sure that Broadway needs to make money, and as does Gene Kelly. And the whole film itself actually benefited the Gene Kelly Foundation. It had a spot at the end that was, for me, it was absolute heaven. Ah, I mean, I was happier than I've been in a long, long time, just because it brought back to the forefront what made the golden era what it was, and what made Gene Kelly the Renaissance man that he truly was himself. And he was a man for all seasons, and he was a triple threat. I won't say why. If you've seen the movie, then you understand, if you stuck around toward the end, as to how incredible Mr. Kelly really was. And he sounds like a real kindred spirit to me, because I have a lot of similar aspects to him. I mean, I don't have the dancing talent that he does. I took tap. I love to dance, but I haven't been formally trained. It's something that I want to do, given the right circumstances, with, of course, the right partner. Yeah, I'm going to stop being cheesy, but as far as a rating will go, without a doubt, 2 thumbs way up, 5 stars, hands down, no kvetching, no nothing. This film is absolutely perfect, and there's nothing more I can say about it without giving too much away. It's a movie that everybody can enjoy. Yes, there are some moments that are very sad, and I'm surprised I didn't cry, because the subject matter is kind of dark for a Christmas film. But despite that, there's always that message of hope, and it's got a lot of good morals and values and ethics that are preserved and presented in such a way that it makes you feel good. And the ending is a happy ending, which I absolutely adore. And not only that, but at the very end, the end is, and that's what I want to do in my films. People are going to say, what is this? And a lot of normal people will think, well, why would you go slap at the end on your film? Because it's what I remember. It's that feeling. It's the satisfaction of a job well done. It's the epitome of, this is what a happy ending looks like. And I know that's oversimplifying it, but that's just how I feel. But that's all I have to say about Buttons, and I definitely recommend it. It's absolutely beautiful. Till next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.